Me? I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts, they come to deliver something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again, today.
-61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve what I've got? Now the great system's turned into traps and the fear is switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become? -61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise, where men sit in circles and talk numbers I never really liked. The way they think of life as some kind of gamble and watch the city drown. Where is it that I belong? -61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife and the sun's out of sight. I see the world I built to lose at trial, what is left and what is right. I made the worst mistake one can make, pretending and playing blind. What is it I'm trying to find?
Okay, time to head home. Let's head home before it gets dark. Feel that? Pretty damn shaky. Okay, you're all right. Let's go home and get you fed. Rain. Gotta move. Enough already. There, we made it.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy's feet are moving for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head.
Hey, not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
And I said I didn't like the way he got things done.
Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. But there's one
Come on,
thing
open up.
I know. The blues they send
There you go.
to meet me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. 'Cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
Who's there? Who are you? Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
Because I'm free.
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying me.
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use chiral printers now, too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lil?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that Death-Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say? Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside. Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
That was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
Guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control? Claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death-Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization, like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy's feet are moving for his dead, nothing seems to fit. No, raindrops are falling on my head.
Hey, not bad.